Hi, Amany. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Thank you again. Thank you so much for finding time to sit down with me. So let's start. Tell us a bit more about yourself.
Yes. Firstly, let me thank you and all the crew for having me today in this nice studio. And where I began in 1991, I graduated from Faculty of Business Administration branch, and joined the Egyptian Reinsurance Company the same year, 1991, and then graduated in my career level from marine underwriter to reach as an executive officer now in Misr Insurance Company, as Misr Insurance Company emerged the Egyptian Insurance Company 2007. My core business is reinsurance
Right.
and insurance. Uh, Recently, I obtained two master degree, one on the international law and dispute settlement and consultancy relationship, the other one in the um, strategic management, MBA. I'm member of the Afro-Asian Union of Law here in Egypt. Also, I obtained my degrees from San Francisco State University, California State. Yes,
Nice,
yes.
nice. Thank you. That's fantastic. So how did you get into insurance? Because you studied business.
I studied business. Here in Egypt, everyone dreams to join a bank.
Okay.
I don't
Same thing.
like,
Same thing. It is in Nigeria, and yes,
yes,
banks.
I don't like the financial area. So I begin my work with reinsurance. I want to go and travel. So reinsurance gave me that option
Okay.
because reinsurance is a worldwide industry. So I like the job. And still now, it's 32 years, I stayed in the same
Interesting.
job.
So you didn't want to go into banking, and
No, I don't
you didn't
like
want to go
banks.
into
No,
banking,
no,
and
I don't like.
but I wonder how, like, because for someone like, again, if for someone like me, even like growing up, even going through school, I studying engineering, I didn't even know what insurance was for a while. So I wonder, like,
You
how did
up
you?
till now you don't.
No, of course I can't. No, I know what insurance is now. No, but for a while, right? Like, I didn't know what it was. Like, I think I was done with university, before I even realized like what insurance was.
Simply, insurance is a matter of security.
Yes, but I wonder, like, when did you know? Like, has it been something you've always known about? Like, when's the first time you can remember, like, knowing what insurance was?
I'll surprise you. My mother was working in the Egyptian reinsurance company,
Ah,
and she was a general manager for aviation insurance, aviation and aerospace insurance. And she is my role model up till now.
wow.
So I love reinsurance. Reinsurance, not only the insurance, but the reinsurance is insurance of
Insurance of insurance.
yes,
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 yes. No,
for
this is
more security.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, this makes sense. So it was in the family. It was in the family. So you grew up seeing a mother in the end, so you knew what it was from like the earliest you can remember. So yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, so for someone like me would be entrepreneurship, like, not necessarily I grew up seeing my dad, but my dad was also an entrepreneur. So it makes sense. So you're probably one of the minorities, because I assume most Egyptians. Do you think most Egyptians know what insurance is?
Unfortunately, there is a lack of awareness. Awareness is very, very in low level.
Yes.
I want to know in a very low level.
Because insurance penetration on the continent is like nothing, 1%. I don't know whether it's in
Everywhere
Egypt. It's probably
in
same thing.
Africa,
Yes.
you will find the same issue. But now increase the demand for insurance is increased. As we said before, I couldn't leave my car without insurance. Now, I couldn't live without medical insurance.
Yes.
You
You
know?
can't try it. Like,
Yes, you can't.
because if you think about the cost.
You can't bear all the costs.
Yeah.
For you and your families. So it's a matter of awareness, and this is the responsibility of the governments in all our developing world.
So thanks for that. Again, basically what you've said is claims. When you buy insurance, what you're buying is the claims, right? You need to
Yes.
be able to claim. So it's very important. So the experience you have when you're trying to claim, that's what defines the relationship you have with insurance companies. So if your friends and family have been saying, oh, you should buy car insurance, you should get, and then when you now buy it, you have an accident, it takes you months to claim, and it's very difficult, right? It's very challenging. So yeah, so when you're buying, so for the insurance companies, they should be aware that when you're buying insurance, is the claim. They should make the experience as easy as possible. Okay, so again, obviously, having been in the industry for a few years, we know that one of the challenges insurance companies say they have is that, and the reason they are slow with claims and so on, is fraud, right? It's like, okay, people are fraudulent and so on and so forth. So they try to make sure that every single claim, they go through it, they spend time, so they make sure they're not losing money. What are your perspectives on fraud and like within the claims process?
Okay, let us agree. If you have interest, you will have not insurance. So the claim is the core of the insurance process. In these days, fraud is dominating all the markets ever. And how to avoid this problem or minimize it? Firstly, the technology and the data. You must have all the data required for your client, for their companies, and also the client must have your data if you are an insurance company. The second factor is the law application, the enforcement of law. You must do your investigation by law. You must have at your firm a unit. Let us do a unit, not a department. A unit for legal affairs,
Okay.
for investigation about your client.
Okay.
And also, if your data is spread and well known, your client can do the same, vice versa. Okay, the governance application, also the compliance must be exist here.
You mean, is this on the business side or on the customer, whoever is buying the insurance?
Both sides.
So rule of law must work, huh? People must be afraid of
in the countries that you are working with, okay, and the law and the jurisdiction is an item in the insurance and reinsurance policy. So you must know where you go to the court and when. Okay, because fraud is dominated.
Yes.
As we said before.
Yes.
So it's a matter of technology, data, and also law and jurisdiction.
Compliance and enforcement.
And compliance and governance.
Yeah.
Okay, ESG.
Yeah. No, yeah. So again, we see that issue. A lot of the biggest problems, yeah, is really around the claims experience for the customer. And again, when you look at a lot of insurance companies, is when there's claims that they can't substantiate. Okay, so I'd like to shift the gears a little bit now to so now we've talked about, within the existing insurance market, if you wanted to grow, insurance companies need to make sure that that they're paying claims, they have automation, they have the right technology. Yes. We think that what are your thoughts around how insurance companies, because insurance companies are typically big, legacy, and then you have the insurtechs that are coming up with technology and so on and so forth. Do you have any thoughts on like how you think those collaborations should happen? Should insurance companies build their technology? Should they partner? Like, do you have any thoughts within this area?
I saw collaboration in the multinational companies branches here in Egypt, UAE, Kuwait, something like that. They are having very tight collaboration. But
With insurtechs?
with insurtechs, yes, and it's fixed. It is a problem all over the world, but it is fixed. We see it with the multinational companies with various branches, various spread branches.
Yeah. So I guess what you're saying is that is there, right? So if an insurance company wants to succeed, they must collaborate with these technology companies
Yes,
to be able to.
it's a must to construct your platform, your specified platform for your company if you want to succeed, if you want to remain in the market.
Yes. If you want to remain relevant, you must invest in technology. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. So one of the other key parts that I want to touch as well, Amany, is so we looked at where insurance has gotten to so far. We looked at claims, the experience. I know a lot of insurance companies, a lot of insurance executives are asking themselves, how can we get insurance to more people? Like, what needs to happen differently? So I wonder, what are your thoughts if we want to be able to get this required insurance products to more people across the continent, in Egypt, what needs to happen differently? What are some of the levers you think insurance companies should be pulling, or the industry as a whole should be looking at, from the regulator to the insurance companies?
Okay. It's a matter of responsibilities. We can say it's about 90% the responsibility of the company's CEOs. Okay, the technology, if they haven't the technology, as we said, as a book, okay, they will not go within the line with the global trends. Okay. Secondly, the marketing process. It's a matter of marketing, how to build a strategy for marketing. Now the market is, we must have the interactive marketing, not a market plan that already established. We can tailor our marketing strategies. So it's a matter of marketing and technology. Both are the arms of this of the distribution channels, and also how to market a product. Every day you have a new product. They are launching products, a lot of products to serve customers. So they can make the interactive marketing other than the traditional market strategy.
Yeah, you need to look at digital channels and so on and so forth. Yeah. I wonder, do the regulators, again, as you assume, when you talk about marketing as well, because you talked about earlier around education, like, what's the role of education in this marketing?
The role of education, okay. We have in our continent, I think there is the awareness is need to be spread, so we can establish schools for insurance.
Okay.
Or insurtech schools, insurtech platforms.
I haven't heard that one before. That's unique.
That will be unique for our continent.
Okay.
We can teach our people, our young leaders, or our juniors. We can teach them, you and me and all the gentlemen in the room can teach them. So they will grow educatedly.
Yeah, from the scratch. This is very exciting. This is very different. Insurance companies should probably start investing in some school programs that can embed itself within schools.
A building, or you need it to be virtually
digital course
digital
embedded
platforms.
within.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, that's a great idea. I wonder what is the part of regulation, right? So we see in some of the markets, a regulator in a market, a good regulator in a market can foster development and growth, and a bad regulator can kill and stifle development and stifle growth. So, what are the parts? What part do you think regulators should play in Egypt beyond, but the insurance regulator should play? Do they have a part? Do you think they have a part to play? What part would that be? If you were a regulator, what would you do differently?
Do you know what is the problem, the main problem of the regulators in the Middle East? That there is a private sector and governmental sector. The trend now is about to privatization.
Okay.
If all the companies is private, if you will feel free to regulate well, because some of our entities that related to government or whatever, or state-owned companies, that you see the performance of the private companies
Much more. So pick a side. Don't play both sides. Give the deal and then regulate. Don't be in the marketplace and the regulator at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you have a principal, if a principal shareholder, that you will do then that you are a governmental company and you will take your salary whatever you do or you innovate or not.
Yes.
Believe me, this is our culture in the African continent.
It is the culture. It is the culture.
It's a culture.
Yes. It's not as the public sector is not as high performing as the private sector.
Yeah.
So as much as possible for some states that insurance is still a public run by the public sector, it should be privatized. So
and they can allow people or employees to have shares in their companies. So when it's my money, I'll do my best.
You feel motivated. So it's a performance thing.
I'll innovate more.
Yes, I think we've also seen this, right? Like, talking about one of the beautiful things about like being an insurtech is we seem to be able to attract more talent than even insurance companies. And so it's like historically, the insurance company has not had the brand where people want to run in and where the best people want to go work, like you said, in banking, in tech, so if they now make it a way that people want to come and work there because they own a part of it, if it succeeds, they succeed, then you can attract.
It's a small part.
Yes, you can attract the right talent. Yeah. I mean, this has been a very. I've enjoyed every moment of this conversation. Thank you so very much. One of my final questions would be: it's not very often that you see, again, on the continent, even just generally, like a woman at the helm of, such a big. So I wonder what has the journey been for you as a woman, and again, as other women who are in insurance or in other industries, so they will learn from your experience. The journey been like? I know it's been challenging. It must have been challenging, but tell us a little bit of how it's been, and any advice you would have for any ambitious woman who wants to one day be the head of a financial institution or any institution, really. I have met many challenges, but it was amazing to get across the challenges. And we must notice that we are in a man-dominated society. Yes, yes.
And it is not
a man's
easy.
world, eh?
Yes.
Well, it used to be. It used to be now.
Used to be.
It used to be
All
now.
over the
Now
world.
it's becoming, we're doing the work to, yes. But you came from that generation where it was less like that. So
The Z generation will be lucky because they are having better to plan. I meet many challenges, but I make it a stones to get over and cross stages. It was difficult when I was in the middle management level. It was very difficult and become more difficult for the senior levels. Okay. The thing that I want to say too, the millennials and the Gen Z, you must fight, you must have a dream, and don't stand to look at your dreams only. You have to make it true, make it real. Okay, and for the CEOs and all the decision maker, everyone in your company must have a place. You must have, as a man have a place, and me as a woman have a place in the organization, equal to each other. Okay, and I can learn as the female leader or the project of female leader, how they can collaborate with their um, colleagues, men colleagues. We are not separate.
Yes.
We all contribute in the betterment of the society, the economy.
Yeah. To be honest, some of my best teammates are female. Actually, we have, very interestingly, we're looking at a survey we did a few weeks ago. We have, at Curacao right now, we have 50-50. We have 50% men, 50% women.
Yes.
And probably now we have a lot more few people we're hiring in the next couple of days and weeks. There are probably more women. So we'll probably skew towards 55-60%. So there's no female brain and male brain.
Fair.
Yeah.
This is very fair. I want someone to say that to me 30 years ago.
No, it's because there's no male brain and female brain, right?
But
It's like,
we still have time,
yes,
opportunities.
yes,
And with the innovations,
yes,
and I see women in cyber security field, many men and women. Please encourage them.
yes,
Don't let them go.
yes,
Don't let them depressed.
yes.
Even they need to enhance their performance. Help them. Help
Support them.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you're already working in an environment where it's just male dominated. So there's a level of insecurity. So they even need much more support, much more help, much more push.
At all levels, you need support.
Mm.
Even you say someone who is CEO, or you find the story behind it. You find a different story, or it's an image for us as a society. Okay, it's good, but we need more.
We need more. Yes.
We need more.
Yes.
To behave like them.
Thank God for people like you.
Thank you.
And thank God for your mom, because you said earlier as well that you looked up to your mom.
She is
So we
still
need
my
more
role.
mothers, even if not in the market, but be a mother, be a strong mother.
In each industry, we need that. Now the insurance is having an initiative, very, very nice, that micro insurance. The micro insurance is related to the microfinance.
Yes.
And it's very, very, very good for the low income people.
Yes. This is also one thing we didn't mention in distribution. Micro insurance is one of the big things in distribution. Yes. And
it is all automated all over the world.
Yes.
So it's our opportunity now.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. This is so finally we're going to do a fire round. So I'm going to ask you 2 or 3 questions outside work. So the first one would be what do you do outside work? Outside insurance, what is your go-to fun activity?
I practice. I go to the health club regularly. I like yoga and meditation. Very
wellness, relax. In Nigeria, we call it. I'm now losing me. I can't kill myself. I take care of myself.
But in
wellness.
the best, I'll tell you a joke. I used to pay the healthy club participation, and don't go 2 times a year. So I insist 2 years ago to have classes and session.
Wow. Wow.
And agenda for the health club.
Yes. Yes.
I like traveling,
Okay.
by the way.
Okay. What's your favorite place in the world? You have a favorite place?
Beirut.
Oh, question.
Beirut. Lebanon, Beirut.
Beirut. Okay, Beirut. Like I thought you wouldn't answer.
Whatever its case.
Oh,
This country, I love
interesting. I haven't been to Beirut yet. I should. Tunis. Okay.
Tunis,
Okay.
especially Jerba, the Dream Island,
Okay.
Paris.
Nice.
Paris.
Fantastic.
Yes, Paris. So there
We
is
have a lot of favorite places, Amany.
Limassol. Anything besides the sea, I like.
I love it. Any
I
place that
like.
has a sea,
I like
you
sea,
should consider.
oceans, Niles,
Yeah,
Nile.
you should consider Lamu as well. I hear Lamu in Kenya is really nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard it's
Lamu?
Lamu. Yes, I heard it's really
I
really nice.
haven't been to.
And you should consider one of these days also coming to Lagos.
Yes.
Yes, yes. You should come to Nigeria and then you should go to Kenya.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. This was
Thank you.
it was a pleasure. Talking to you. I've learned a lot. I learned a lot.
Thank you.
Look forward to chatting again in the next couple of months.
Okay.